Can you remember a time before 2020? Because before the Batman and lab accident that happened, if I compare my life from then to now, everything just changed. The year before, you could almost find me every weekend in Berghain, sniffing my ass off like a canine dog. If I compare it to these days, I'm more of a puppy. As my friend called it, I have golden retriever vibes. I want to do stuff, but I also just want to enjoy nature. I really found out what my values were, because I sort of identified myself as a Berghainer. And that didn't make much sense to me, because first of all, just sniffing your ass off with 8 people in the toilet isn't going to bring you anywhere, and you're also not really going to find out what your values are. Everything just changed from the relationships that I have. No more room for stupid small talk that I never liked anyways. Sober people, because everyone is fun when they're high, but you're not really gonna build a relationship when you do that weekend after weekend after weekend. First of all, you're gonna be tired as fuck. Secondly, what are you actually talking about? What are you doing? Are you gonna really remember the conversations when you're sort of derived in a KO? Now my relationships are just filled with, well, love, joy, but also room for failure and to be honest with each other. To sometimes just make fun of each other. Not having to worry about what you say because you know that you're good with each other. I went from eating sugar, E-numbers, GMO products to now just eating natural products. My body is so happy because it actually recognizes what I'm eating. You know, I find that so interesting. I don't have to count calories. Counting calories is just lying to yourself. If you're just eating trash, then it doesn't matter if you're eating trash because your body doesn't recognize it. Start eating natural products, your body will recognize what it is, and then it also knows what to do with it. Go have fun drinking a Coke diet or whatever. Again, your body doesn't recognize what it's taking in. Oh, nice, zero calories. Keep lying to yourself, because where is that stuff going? Maybe I sounded a little bit harsh on food and drinks, but keep it real to yourself. If you're eating trash, you will feel like trash. Not only that, I filter my water because, well, I want to tend my third eye and my brains, of course. Filtered water is just taking away the heavy metals. I mean, if you have pipes that are already maybe 100 years in the ground and you put stuff through there, of course there needs to be stuff in the water to sort of make that happen so that there is sort of clean water running out of your tap. And I've been experimenting with that already for a few years now. I just noticed the difference when I'm drinking normal tap water for a longer while, and in the Netherlands that's definitely something usual, or when I at least filter my water. I also just stopped using labels because even in my videos from like a few years ago, I talk about having an anxiety disorder. And to be honest, I also misuse it as being a victim of having an anxiety disorder. If I look back on it now, if I would have believed in what my own body and mind is capable to do by just eating healthy, living healthy, drinking healthy, ah man. I kept telling myself that I was saying that I am. I also have to live like it. Because we are capable of doing so much more than when we just put a victim label on ourselves. It's so easy to just hide behind certain labels, act as if we aren't able to do something about it. And yes, don't get me wrong, some days are shit, but yeah, that's also just life. If I sleep bad for a night, you know what I do now? I know that I'm gonna struggle the day after, so I'm sort of just also gonna have a little fun with myself. Because if I sleep for 2 hours, heck yeah, I'm gonna hate myself the next day. And before I was really like, oh, I don't like myself, I don't love myself. And now I still do, but I also just make a joke like, oh, well, there we go again. Because it just happens from time to time. And I don't strive for always just being okay. You know, mental health, once you go over that border, you know it, and there is no normal life or returning back to normal. And if you think like that, sorry, I just think that you are lying to yourself. If you don't take care about yourself and you keep crossing that border, or you just have a shit day and you went over that border and then you are hating on yourself, oh, I think things would be normal. No, on those days, just go back to what makes you feel better. Eat healthy, sleep good, drink healthy, talk nice to yourself. Don't tell yourself that you hate yourself. I've done that several times. Now I can say that I like myself. I'm a nice guy, at least I think so. I also just stopped running away from my issues, my mistakes, and my failures, because hey, part of me moving away so many times was also just coping with reality. I talked about my drug use and coping with reality. I don't run away anymore. If I see that something gets going inside of me, or if I make a mistake, I own up to it. And I'm definitely not gonna say that I won't make more mistakes, because, well, I'm human, so that happens. When I do make a mistake, I say sorry and I try to see what I can do to change it. I don't have to use sex and casual relationships anymore to sort of fill up a dark void that I have in myself. The dark void that is telling me that I'm not a nice person, to just get external validation from everywhere. Whilst looking inside of yourself might be painful, but it will definitely be helpful. Now I have room for love and care in my relationships, in where I don't have to be scared anymore. Because yes, when someone showed me love and care in a relationship, I just got scared because I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to it to show that to myself, and I definitely wasn't used to it from someone else showing it to me. Everything in the last 4 or 5 years just changed. And I see that on my YouTube channel. Because in the last 2 years, I've really seen a change for myself, and I was a bit scared to show that. Now the upcoming 30 days, I'm just gonna try out a lot of different things. I'm gonna put more effort in my videos, both by writing stuff, as I did for this video as well, but also by filming stuff and using different scenes and etc. So just to give you a little bit of life update and a little bit of channel update. So I hope you liked this video. Please let me know if you did. Leave a like and subscribe, because that would help me out a great deal. And then for now, there is nothing else to say then. Big hug, much love, and then I see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.